Good evening, guys. This is your Sir Dear V again, and welcome back to our Mythic Heroes channel. So, for this video, we will going to talk about the most neglected hero, and I think this hero is the least hero that is being used right now, and this is none other than Medusa. So, I have some people who requested me to do a review for Medusa. So here it is. So I'm actually will be using Adam's account, the one that I fix and use for summoning. So let's check it out. Let's see how Medusa works. So we will be battling Shadow Arch 26 on the Divine Chronicles. Let's see how our Medusa works here. So let's do ×2 so we can check. As you can see, only Medusa is upgraded here. Look at that CC. So that's the reason why Medusa is actually one of the best CC in the game. I would say Medusa is the queen of crowd control now, especially since Medusa was buff last last update. Most of the heroes that is buff on that last update, including Medusa, is actually buff through the roof, like Overon. So why Medusa is being neglected? Number one, Medusa is actually not that good in early game. But if you focus on him or on her until mid game, until the end game, you won't regret using Medusa, because she is, I can say, the queen of crowd control. She can actually go toe to toe with those crowd control heroes like this Flora and other crowd control hero. So let's take a look at Medusa. Let's look at her skills. So number one, the Petrifying Glare. This is one of the best CC in game. So Medusa uses her eyes, petrifying all enemies facing in her direction. So not only Medusa CCs enemies in front, but she actually affects as well those who is not facing her. That is, if you reach level 3, enemies facing away from Medusa have 50% reduced attack speed for 4 seconds. So, for example, those heroes that jumps, like Susanoo, if Medusa ultimate uses her ultimate, then that Susanoo will be affected as well with the reduced speed. So, yeah, and with the recent update buff to her, Medusa can use her ultimate more quickly. Alright, so next, the passive, which is the split shot. Medusa auto attacks target multiple enemies, dealing 200% damage to the primary target and 100% damage to secondary targets. So this will be increased if you reach level 2. Targets 2 secondary enemies, which deals 100%. So 3 enemies in a row. So Medusa targets 3 enemies, 200% and 100% and 100%, which is very good in campaigns, actually. All right, and also in the tree boss in the Trials of Ascension, Medusa is definitely one of the best hero to use there. Alright, at level 4, it deals 230% damage to primary and 120% damage to secondary, which is insane. Next is her passive, Arrows of Corruption. Medusa auto attack has 33% chance to add 75% lifesteal. This is pretty insane. So Medusa only do auto attack, and she can actually do so much life steal. At level 2, it increases to 155%. At level 3, it increases 50% chance. Wow. At level 4, increases life steal to 135%. So if Medusa uses her ultimate, then Medusa will be like a machine gun and does a lot of life steal. Next, lastly, is the venomous snake. Medusa releases a poisonous snake to attack the enemy with the highest energy, dealing 150% damage and removing 30% of energy from the target. So this is where Medusa shines. For every 10 energy removed, it increased Medusa's damage dealt by 1% for 10 seconds. So if there are a lot of enemies or complete 5 enemies in the enemy side, then Medusa will get more damage. As you can see earlier, Medusa was the only one left in the fight that I showed you earlier. As the fight continues to the end, Medusa is actually doing her ultimate much faster. That is because of the energy gain, and it's also thanks to the recent update. Alright, so at level 4, it removes 40% of energy from the target, and that equates to more damage added to Medusa's attack. So let's check her weapon. The weapon is at 100, increases attack speed by 40% for 5 seconds after releasing the ultimate. At 200, increase attack speed by 70% for petrifying glare. That's the ultimate. So 70%, that is pretty fast. At level 300, or at 300 after using the skill Venomous Snake, it absorbs energy from the target. So this is where the CC, the Queen of CC starts. Medusa starts doing insane amount of CC in a fight if you reach 300 on her weapon. So I suggest if you're starting out, I want you to test out Medusa, because Medusa have the same or much better lifesteal in the mid game compared to Izanami. I assure you that, guys. And also Medusa is much better CC or crowd controller than any hero in the game. So lastly, at 400, increase attack speed by 100% for petrifying glare. So the most important here is actually the 300, because we need to utilize her ultimate much faster. Next, the Divinity Skills. So what are the best Divinity Skills for Medusa for early game, end game, and mid game? So these are her skills. Number 1 is the Torment, which is pretty good. Increase the damage dealt to enemies with the debuff on them by 12%. So if you have a debuffer in team, then Medusa will be good. And Immortality Transcend, an additional save for Medusa. Okay, what else is here? The Psych Prevail. This is actually better because if you do the ultimate, if enemy's health is more than this hero's, reduce enemy's damage dealt by 18%. If enemy's health is less, increase hero's damage dealt by 18%. So when Medusa uses her ultimate, the enemy will be damaged more, and the Prevail will do much better because of the damage dealt by Medusa. Lastly, the Psych Deafness. Every 3 auto attack hits deals an extra 65% damage to the target. So this is one of the best skill or divinity skill for Medusa, because every 3 auto attack This is actually not verified, but I think it's working because Medusa is attacking 3 enemy heroes. So after 3 auto attacks, those 3 enemy heroes is actually being damaged as well. I hope I have a video showing that. If you have a Medusa or you have a main Medusa level 280 to 300, can you please confirm if Medusa is doing an extra damage using the deafness Divinity Skills for 3 enemy, okay? So leave that in the comment below, but I've seen Medusa do that before using my friend's account, okay? So please confirm that in the comments down below. Also, another one is the Immortality Wrath, but I think the best one here is the Deafness and the Psych Torment, and the last one is the Devoid, okay? Since Medusa's auto attack is fast, then you will be giving another set of CC for 1.5 seconds for 20% chance. All right, so Deafness, Time Lapse, and then Torment. All right, so what are the equipment best for Medusa? Okay, so this is actually not correct. Chakra is not the correct weapon for her. I suggest you use the Axe of Pangu and then the Thunder Rune, because Medusa is utilizing more on auto attacks, so it's much better to use Thunder Rune or Fire Rune, okay? Thunder Rune or Fire Rune. For the artifact, just use the Axe of Pangu, okay? Alright, so yeah, that's it. Let's go on to the teams. Which are the teams best or fit for her lineup? For new player, then I suggest you use Medusa. Let's create a team here. For early game, use Medusa, GM, the most popular heroes, Susanoo, and your healer Idun or Nagakaina. It's up to you. I suggest you use Idun in order for you to utilize Idun more for early bosses and to have more damage to boss. And lastly, your tank. So it could be Athena, it could be Gaia, it could be this one, or you can add a UR if you're lucky, like this Typhon. You can use Typhon. Okay, so what are the other heroes good for Medusa, you say? You can add Hela as your healer. If you don't have a lot of Idun copy and you have a lot of Hela copy, then go for Hela. Okay, Hela will be a good healer for for Medusa, because Hela will give more lifesteal to Medusa. Also, another good thing here is if you will be using Idun, then that means it will equate to more Medusa ultimate. So those are the 2 healers good for Medusa. Alright, so for endgame, what are the best hero for Medusa in endgame? So for endgame, I would say you can utilize Lucifer, Medusa, Lucifer, and this one, Typhon. Where are you, Lucifer? There it is. And you can also utilize Hela for more additional lifesteal. And then after that, you can use, where is Lilith? So I don't have Lilith here, but the best combination for this one is Lucifer, Typhon, Medusa, Lilith, and Hela. So the reason why is because you will be utilizing 5 factional aura, maximum increase 16% attack and defense, and that is important in endgame, arena, and PvP. Alright, so unfortunately we don't have other heroes here, so I can't show it to you guys. But yeah, Lilith is very good for Medusa, and also Hela. Alright, so if you want to change something and you want to add some other tank, then if you can't build too much UR, then I suggest you go with Anubis. Okay. Alright, so that is the endgame lineup for Medusa. Alright, so I think that's it. And thank you very much, Adam, again for lending me your account, because I don't have much copy on my other account for Medusa, and I don't have her upgraded. So yeah, if you are just starting out, if you want a good CC or crowd controller with a good amount of damage and sustain, then I suggest you go for Medusa. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see another fight here. Look. So 3 targets per attack. That's how insane this Medusa is. Alright, let's do another one. I actually love Medusa, and she is on my lineup for the next build on my free-to-play account. Alright, so yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy this, and give love to Medusa, guys. Medusa is pretty great. Queen of crowd control. You won't regret using Medusa, okay? Alright, so thank you very much, guys. If you're new to my channel, please hit that like button and subscribe for you to get notified for my upcoming videos. And thank you very much, guys. And also earlier, if you can confirm the question that I asked earlier about the Divinity Skills, please leave that in the comment down below, okay? Thank you very much, guys. I love you all. Goodbye for now. See you on my next video.